Why do we need planned communication as lateral leaders? I would like to start with an extreme example. I was conducting a seminar and the participants in the coffee breaks were reading on their smartphones how the board members of their company were tearing each other apart via public media. How did this company develop? You can imagine. In the following 2 years, they lost billions of stock value and all of the board members have been exchanged. This can be the impact if communication happens thoughtlessly on the basis of emotions. Another example, a US pharma company, stock listed, making a lot of acquisitions and spin-offs on an ongoing basis, as it's kind of usual in pharma industry. Each new leader in this company is being trained on the communication plan. And this is about answering the following questions. Who communicates what, to whom, in which order, when, and in which form? A few examples. It makes a difference if a top manager or a team member communicates a potential crisis. The top manager's message would come across as being more important and maybe also more dramatic. What? It also makes sense to think about what cannot be said and perhaps also to think about announcing that some things cannot be said yet. To whom, in which order? For example, here could make sense to concentrate first on communicating internally in the organization before going outside of the organization. When? We have heard from participants the example that in our company often they bring the bad news on Friday afternoons. Probably to ensure that the employees can cool off over the weekend. In which form? There are hundreds of different ways of how to communicate something. One example, in a change project, it makes a big difference in terms of group dynamics if I schedule one-to-one meetings or if we communicate immediately with the whole group. So let's come back to the pharma company. This corporation is one of the biggest companies worldwide and the best practice for financial stability. So in a nutshell, a communication plan can save you a lot of trouble and contribute to a successful implementation of your lateral project.